fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to share my stash update with you. Don't worry, I'm not going to be doing a whip and chat. I'm going to be doing what I've always done, which is, well, not always, but lately, which is throw the pictures of my stash on the screen while I talk about them. So let's go do that, and then we'll come back for the end. First up, we're going to talk about my what I call them one-offs. Somebody else called them one-hit wonders, which I thought was hilarious. So, one-hit wonders. I have one kit from each of these shops. The first one is the Coliseum from Make Market. I bought this one quite a while ago, just haven't gotten around to it yet. It is around, so hopefully I'll get to it at some point. Then I have one from Jaded Gem Shop called Owen and Aurora. This one is quite large, so it'll probably be a while before I get to it. I have one left from Francesca's Studio Art. I did another one from her. This is the second one I purchased, and I have this one left called Snowman and Child. I have Enchanted Fairy from Captured by Radiance. This is actually probably one of my most recent purchases. I bought this from them in January of this year, I believe. It's a Canadian company, so I'll get around to that at some point. And then my last one-hit wonder is my Tea Time Poppies from Diamond Dots, which I am saving for November. It is a partial, so this one won't take me very long. So for my one-hit wonders, I have a total of 5. Then I have 2 kits from Heaven and Earth Designs. I have my mermaid kit. I absolutely love this image. I have all the drills already kitted up. I just haven't started it yet. So that is probably going to be something towards the end of this year, or perhaps a goal for next year, to get this one and my second one from Heaven and Earth, which is called Lackadaisical Perennial, to get those 2 done. Then I only have 2 left from Craftably. I have one left called Angel of Justice that I absolutely love. It is quite large though, so we'll see. Again, that may be a next year project. And then my second kit from them is my, of course, Gnomes in a Snowy Forest. Absolutely love this painting. Can't wait to get to it. But I think I'm going to hang on to it a little bit longer just because it is one of my favorites. Then I have 3 from Diamond Painting Shop. I have this one called Sleepy Time. This is on my get to sooner rather than later list as well. This one is so cute and there's just so much going on. I think this one will be so pretty when it's done. And then my other 2 from Diamond Painting Shop are both Mukas. The first one is Summer. You guys already saw me complete Spring. And then I have another Muka called Zodiac. And this one, Diamond Art Club carried as well. So I don't know if this one is still at Diamond Painting Shop, but be sure and check her out. She has some really awesome kits. And then for Dreamer Designs, I am down to 4 Dreamer Designs kits. So I may need to go shopping from them. I have this one called Autumn Sun that I want to get to. In fact, this is on my list to finish this year. I hope I make it. I have this one called Sweet Dreams Candy Shop. The next one is one I just absolutely love. I think I've done another Dreamer Designs. That's a landscape, and I think they just render them so well. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. This one is, I think, called Blossoms. And then the last one you guys saw me unbox, I haven't kitted it up yet, but that is Ye Old Christmas Shop from Dreamer Designs. So if you're keeping track, I had 5 one-hit wonders. So if I add my 2 Heaven and Earth, my 2 Craftably, my 3 Diamond Painting Shop, and my 4 Dreamer Designs, I am sitting at 16 for a total. Then I have the whole series of kits from Art Dot, and these are all kits by the same artist, Zoe Lee. This is from their first box that they put out. These kits are all smaller round kits. They're all 25 by 35. This one is called Camping Under Galaxy Sky. Then we have Cozy Cabin, this one with all the snow. Then we have Floating Lanterns. I have another one that I did from them that's lanterns. Then we have Under the Oak Tree. This one is called Cozy Winter House. This one and the Cozy Cabin I might do this winter when I'm sitting in front of the wood stove with nothing else going on. Garden Rabbit and Lanterns. Then we have kind of this is more where I come from, the magical farmland. Then, of course, we have lotus and koi fish. We have ducks in a sunny day, ducks and lily, and that is the 10 from Art Dot. So with those 10, that puts me at 26. And then we move on to what I kind of consider my big three or big four. Normally Dreamer Designs is in this, but I've done enough kits and I haven't purchased anything from them. So moving on, Bella Art is up next. I have Snow Girl from them. I have this cute little witch. It's called Witch's Sunrise or something like that. Then we have Pink Cockies. This is kind of a weird one for me. I don't normally pick kits like this, but I just really liked all the pink and the imagery. Looking forward to that one. Then we have Witch and Magic book. This one again is one that I think Diamond Art Club did as well. This one I want to do because the butterflies are glow in the dark in this particular one. So I want to see how they turn out. Then I have Moon Earring. And the last one I have from them is the last one of my little teacup series. I've done 2 or 3 of them already, and this one is my Aquarius one. So that is 6 from Bella Art. So that puts me at 32. Then moving on to Oraoa, because I have quite a few from them. I have this one called Camille. Camille or Camilla, I can't remember. But good for a mermaid one, I'll do her at some point. This one is called The Legend, the one that is the little anime girl with her katana sword. This one is called Conquest. I had another one by this same artist, but it was much, much bigger, and I ended up donating it on to somebody else. This one is pretty small, and I like the stained glass look of it, but it just looks like it's going to be a lot of confetti, or it's going to be very pixelated, so I haven't done this one yet. This one is called Hibiscus. This one has been on my I should do this one this year for the last 3 years, I think. This one called Promenade Bucolique. This one, I just love the color scheme. Can't wait to get to this one. Just You and Oraoa. Again, this is the girl who's diamond painting. This is the same artist, by the way, that did my travel series. So I keep waiting, still waiting for my 4th travel panel, but it'll happen eventually. Then I've got this little unicorn and the sweet little girl from Vayunette. This is one that my husband purchased for me blindly, so I didn't know what it was, called Autumn Queen. And then we have my 3 travel panels. So this one is London in the fall. Then we have Paris in the summer and New York in the spring. So I just need a winter one, and I really want it to be Moscow. So if the people at Oraoa are listening, Moscow in the snow, that would be cool. And then the last one from Oraoa is this sweet little girl with her unicorn, rainbow unicorn. This is, I think, one of the first ones I ever got from Oraoa, so I probably should work on her. So that's 12 from Oraoa. If I add that to my previous total, that is 44 that I'm sitting at. And then last but not least is all of my Diamond Art Clubs. So first up, I have the Antique Shop. This is again one of those that has all the vignettes and it's just so busy. It will be a ton of confetti, but somehow this one bothers me less than the one from Oraoa. I don't know why. Then I have Birth of the Teratoph Kirin. Love mythological creatures. This one is one you saw in my Stay or Go called Love Your Inner Child. This one I hope to get to this year. If not, it will definitely be on my list for next year. And that is Close Encounters. Another Stay or Go kit. This is the Notre Dame Night that you guys encouraged me to keep because my mom had a real thing for Paris. Plus, just because Notre Dame burned down and it's now been repaired and reopened, I think it would be cool as well. Treasure Quest. This is one I'm actually working on and hope to have done fairly quickly. This is my last Spangler, at least until I buy any more. Hope to be done with this one soon. This was another Stay and Go. This one's called Dragon Attack. I still haven't decided about this one. It's so huge, so much confetti, but it is dragons, so I'll have to see. And then I do have one mystery kit, which I would like to get to. This one I absolutely love. I'm just afraid I will burn out my old eyeballs trying to do all of the background, but it's such a cool image. with the burlesque ring that looks like a moon and her wings hanging down and the little horn on her forehead. Just super cool. Then I have, this is, I think, the only one I have left from the original first mystery box that Diamond Art Club did called Under the Sea. I think I've done all the other ones or I gave them all away. This one is called Phoenix. This is actually the same artist that did Love Your Inner Child. This was another Stay or Go kit. This is Benedict Blue, another one that I would absolutely, absolutely love, love, love to get done. Maybe I'll just pick out, like I've done before, 4 or 5 that are my wants, want to get these done and get them done. I'll have to see how things go. Then I have Patriot Camper, I think is the name of this one, or Patriotic Camper. I might aim to do this one in November. I don't know. It's cute, but it has more of a summer vibe, so I don't know. Plus the lines on the camper scare me if I don't get them perfectly straight. I guess they're not perfectly straight looking at the image, but anyway. Then I have this one called Christmas Shells. I love this with the little seashells and seaweed and everything arranged on the beach like it's a Christmas tree. This one is called Rainbow Dragon with Cat. I actually did another one called Fiona Butterfly Dragon by this same artist, which was pretty similar, which is one of the reasons I haven't done this one yet because it kind of feels like I've already done it. This is another Stay or Go kit that I asked you guys about. This is the Desert Bloom Dreamcatcher, just because I have another succulent one that I'll show you in a minute that looks pretty similar. So again, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do 2 of them. Then I have this one called Wilhelmina's Nook. This is one that I bought, I think I bought like 4 or 5 of them at once and used points to get a pretty good discount on it, I think. And I just like the little witch with her cute little corgi on her lap, and just lots of fun in this image. Then I have my only Jeremiah Kettner. I've never actually done a kit by him before, so I'm looking forward to this one because I've never done one of his, and there are plenty of his to choose from. If I like it, maybe I'll buy some more from him. This one is also a current whip. This one is Little Baker. I have maybe a quarter of the right-hand side of it done. I don't have the little hanging ivy from the plant completely finished, but I have like the little stack cake with the moon on it. All of that to that far at least is done on that side. And you guys have seen me working on the curtains and some of the whip and chats. So working on her, hope to finish her by the end of this year. This one was another Stay or Go video. I haven't made up my mind about this one. It is an AI image, and while I've done several other AI images, as someone pointed out, it's an image of a box. How exciting is that? I just thought it was cool because of all the stars and the glitter. And this one has all kinds of different fairy dust and ABs and other specialty drills that they added, which had more to do with why I bought it than just the image itself. So still thinking about this one. And then I have this one called Presents Galore. This was another purchase at the end of 2024 when I bought some of those. I think I bought 4 kits at the end of the year. They're all together. But I love Goofy and Pluto. They're 2 of my favorites. Just felt like I couldn't not get this one. And hopefully it'll go pretty quickly. It is a square, but I like the teal colored background, so it'll be a lot of multi-placing and hopefully it'll go pretty quick. Then this is the one that reminded me of the Desert Bloom succulent, and the reason that I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it, the Dreamcatcher one. I love dream catchers, don't get me wrong, but this one just doesn't have quite as much of that kind of like brocade damask background as the Dreamcatcher one does. It's more colorful, and so I just thought maybe this one would be better. I may end up keeping both of them, I don't know. And then the last one is also a whip, although I haven't laid a drill yet. I count it as a whip because she's open and she's kitted up. Hopefully after I finish my treasure quest, then I will maybe work on her. I haven't decided if I'm going to work on her and then work on Little Baker, work on them at the same time. I'm having way more fun with Little Baker because the drills are better and fit together nicer than my treasure quest. It's an older kit, so it's a little gappy here and there. So Little Baker is a much better experience. And I really want to get her done just because she's big and she takes up a lot of room. I have to find some place to put her every time I want to film something. So I don't know. But this is my last current whip. anyway. And that is my last Diamond Art Club. So if you're keeping count, that is 23 Diamond Art Clubs, which means my total is 67. So, as I've mentioned before, numbers are not my friend. I have been keeping track as I go through my months, and I just did the September update and I showed through those figures that I was down 11. However, when I look at the total from my last stash update, which was 74, to this one, which is 67, that's only 7 different. So I don't know where those other 3 kits have gone and what I did with them, but obviously I have made a mistake somewhere. But I just went through and counted all of them, and 67 is what I had. So I don't know, like I said, what happened to these other 3 kits. I don't know how I somehow added them into my stash for this year. I don't know. Again, numbers and I are not always friends. So I'm just going to call it 67. Leave me a comment and let me know, have you ever messed something up? This is like when I balance my checkbook and I'm off by like 2 cents, and it's like, is it worth it to find the 2 cents? Do I just enter a 2-cent adjustment and leave it alone? Anyway, leave me a comment below and let me know if you've run into that issue before. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.